I'm uploading this super dark video to my phone. Hopefully, I can brighten it up a little bit. I just didn't feel like bringing this out right now, and I didn't feel like re-recording what I just said here because I've been doing this off the cuff. Videos aren't scripted, so I'm not gonna pretend like it's off the cuff this time. I'm just gonna upload that as is and see what I mean. Not as is, like I said. I'm gonna try to edit it, but yeah, there you go. The whole caffeine thing. I've had quite a day as a result. But it was I still kind of had a good day around it. There was just moments. It was so easy for me to I don't know, what that caffeine does. The way my brain works, it's incompatible. I can't do that. It no good for me at all. But this is a hard drug to quit. I could quit this fucking tomorrow. I know I could, but caffeine, I'm gonna try to. I'm going to do it. It's just I don't know how well how rough or not rough it's gonna be. I heard something the best way to do it is not just wean yourself off, but wean yourself off. Do it do an every other day thing, and if you can't just not drink anything, drink decaf on the days that you alternate. So say if I start this process right now, I mean, I drank way less today than I did yesterday. This is all still a result of the crazy amount I drank yesterday. Ugh. By the way, I'm using a different camera. So my tablet. The camera's not as good because it's not Apple. I mean, I have a lot of problems with Apple, but they're really good with cameras. Yeah. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, no. I drink less today than I did yesterday, so that's good. But I do. The fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. So that's kind of getting there. So if I started right now, tomorrow would be decaf day, and then the next day would be just a little actually it's not less. It'd be so I drink 4 ounces today, which is pretty. So keep it there at maximum during this process. So tomorrow, instead of because if I drink decaf, I give myself an excuse to get more, but then that gives me an excuse to have more coffee the next day. So I would have to keep it around 4 ounces again for the decaf, and then the next day, I think the way it works is when you taper off and you go every other day, you stay the same for one day and then you go down. So it was 4 ounces today, and then I'll decaf tomorrow, and then the next day I'll have 4 ounces again, and then I'll decaf, and then the next day I'll go down to 3 ounces or 2 ounces or something like that. And then I'll keep that going, and then it would be good. But that's weaning yourself off is really hard to do. Sometimes I feel like it's probably better just to white knuckle it for a minute because I went to detox and shit for alcohol. They don't taper you off of that. They just stop you, and then you just gotta go through that. Problem is, with coffee, they don't, for whatever reason, caffeine, they don't treat it as seriously of an addiction. I don't know. It's because the withdrawals will really get to you. If I just white knuckle it right now, I'm scared I'll act out, fucking, rage, all this kind of shit, lose my job. No, I wouldn't go that far, but just kind of it would be really rough, and then I would overcorrect and then drink fucking 12 ounces of coffee and start the whole process over again. Actually, 12 ounces is what I drank yesterday. I used to average at least, and this was strong ass coffee too. I used to average at least, I would say minimum 20 ounces a day, minimum. And it was strong ass coffee, so the average cup of coffee is supposed to be 90 milligrams or something like that. This was definitely more than that. Per cup. I mean, obviously, it's way more than 90 with all the amount of ounces I was taking in. But an 8 ounce regular average cup of coffee, just take some It's just a study I saw. I mean, it's not like an inaccurate study. They can actually study. The thing I was thinking about when it comes to studies being inaccurate is when they ask people things. It's like, well, you can only take so many people. You haven't literally asked everybody, so you have to take those studies with a grain of salt. But this is like they actually can have the product right in front of their face and actually like check all this shit. So yeah, it's so supposedly on average, it's 90 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee. And dude, the energy drinks and shit that people drink, especially these days, are always averaging tons more than that. So caffeine consumption has always been a really big thing, but I feel like it's even more of a thing these days. It's not really a problem for a lot of people. So I mean, despite all the other shit, energy drinks not being good, we don't need to talk about that right now. I'm just talking about caffeine consumption. It's like, as much as a lot of people do it a lot, it's like it's not impacting a lot of their lives negatively. In fact, it's even helping them. So cool. It is not helping me, but like on those days when I'm feeling really down, it's like, oh, get a cup of coffee, get some caffeine, and you'll have energy again. But then it like that turns on me, so I need to learn how to be okay without it. I mean, hell, that's this whole process with alcohol too. I need to learn how to not use that to cope. I would also like to not quit the cigars because I do like a big stogie every now and then, but like I was making it a big habit and started like having a lot of like the little tiny filtered cigars, and those are so easy just to light whenever. And I mean, I still like a big ass stogie, but like I should be like how most people are with cigars that smoke cigars. Most people that smoke them, it's like, oh, I do it like once, like every couple months or something like that. I mean, I don't think I'll do it that sparingly, but like, yeah, no, that's one I feel like that's. I mean, it's not good for me, but that would be a lot easier for me to just not do. Even with the nicotine in it, it's just not. It doesn't hit like the way cigarettes do, because you don't inhale it and stuff. At least I think that's why. It's a lot easier for people just to not do it versus cigarettes. It's like I gotta fucking have one. Yeah, because I've never had that feeling. You know, I've gone like a whole day without one and been like fine. But yeah, no, caffeine is definitely something that needs to go away from me. I need to learn how to not have to use that. So that's my journey right now. And my mind's doing the thing of like trying to come up with reasons why I shouldn't be okay right now, but like you kind of hit a wall with that. And it's not the fact that like now like I don't feel that way. It's the fact that I still kind of do, and I know this time is purely a result of the caffeine. It's not just in my head. I mean, it's in my head, but it's the only thing that's keeping it going like that is the fact that I over caffeinated. So it's making it's just fucking all out of whack right here. I mean, you can see my fucking forehead whenever I drink too much caffeine, how tense this shit gets. And it's just like, I would rather not look 40 at 30, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people have that issue with caffeine, but I do. I definitely, it tightens and fucks up my face, and, I get these stress lines and all this kind of shit. But it's just so fucking hard. For some reason I never looked it up, but I want to look up a kind of like caffeine type rehab. I'm sure there's not an actual place, but like say through some sort of like hypnosis or something like that, if that works. I've never done hypnosis before. It might be total bullshit, but I'm willing to try it. Yeah. Anywho, hopefully you can see me. It's kind of dark right now. I don't feel like getting up. The reason I grabbed this is because my phone's on the charger. I was just gonna stand and use that because it's a better camera, but I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna feel around. It was on top of that air fryer. Just took it down and was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? But anyway, yeah, that's me for now. Yeah. I just talked about weaning myself off of caffeine, but I kind of want to steal one of Kent's Baja Blasts.